Guys, welcome to the week. I want to show you how to make possibly some pretty darn good returns. When the US dollar falls, this is actually a great thing for crypto and stocks as well. And right now, the US dollar has been falling like a brick. And I'm going to teach you how to follow different charts to be able to see where the dollar is going and how that can correlate to your investments. Guys, I'm just an entrepreneur. This is not financial advice. In 2014, I built the biggest Bitcoin mining facility in the state of Utah. And myself and Bridger Pennington, we run the Ugly Unicorn Crypto Hedge Fund 1 and 2. And we're doing really well. We had a killer July, so I'm really excited to send out investor reports to our investors. Now, to join our fund, you need to be an accredited investor. Which means you need to have $1 million net worth besides your primary residence. There's a couple other qualifications as well, with a minimum $100,000 entry. But I know a lot of you guys aren't in that range yet, but I want to help educate you so you can become an accredited or maybe even a qualified purchaser, which is a $5 million net worth or more. Well, that's up to you to take action on your own. So I'm just going to educate you and do what you will, okay? All right, let's get straight into it. And get your pen and your pad out, okay? Because this is really important stuff. So there's a chart called the DXY, which is like a dollar index. It shows the strength of the US dollar against other currencies. And this is really important. If you go to tradingview.com, you can punch in DXY. It's a dollar strength index, right? And you're going to see that for the last year, I want you to look at it for a year, not just for a week, it's been just crashing. Why? Because we're printing money like crazy. With tariffs and all these crazy things are just going to get more expensive no matter what. Now, yeah, they can slow inflation, but it doesn't typically go backwards. Things will just get more expensive, maybe at a lower velocity, okay? So I want you to be very, very conscious of this. But typically when the dollar weakens, crypto, stocks, and many assets like this tend to skyrocket. So you saw my previous video, and I talked about how we're going to see a little correction over the weekend and Monday's probably going to be pretty juicy. Well, look at those crypto charts today. Now, no, I don't have a crystal ball. I just watch charts literally till 1, 2 in the morning almost every single night and discuss it with my team. And we argue a lot on what's going to happen. And in fact, last night was Sunday and I was up so late. I was out with the family, in fact, and I ended up having to work to place a very large amount of money for our investors. And I told my wife, just take the car and the kids and, drive home a little bit now early because I'm going to be here probably for 3 hours doing trades for our investors, and this, she understands. This kind of stuff happens because, again, you have to catch those opportune moments when the sale is on. And again, and that's why I think a lot of our investors like myself and Bridger to manage their investments because we're up doing the late night stuff, right? But, I love it. To me, it's like a video game, and I'm pretty darn good at video games. All right, but let's educate you. So how is this going to affect you? Okay, so watch that dollar strength, the DXY. Watch that chart. If it's massively dipping, consider dollar cost averaging into the positions that you have good conviction on. And a lot of people ask me, Dan, what position should I look at in crypto, just as a beginner? Well, obviously, Bitcoin, is the biggest one. Ethereum is number 2. A lot of people are looking at Ripple and stuff like that. And there's a lot of other tokens. Now, in our hedge fund, we primarily manage a lot of mid and small cap. And I won't shout out a lot of those because they're super speculative and they can drop like crazy. We've had some drop 90%. Now, we've had some skyrocket to the moon. So, it does take a lot of work, and you just got to win a lot more than you lose by doing your analysis. And again, like you guys know, I've always talked about as crypto as being computer software, and we look for good functional utility. All right, guys. So the DXY, I want you to watch that chart, and you're going to watch it this week. And it would be interesting if the dollar strength starts dropping more this week, you could see massive skyrockets in the market. But again, people get so reactionary to the news, tariffs and all those things. And like I told you over the weekend, everyone was freaked out about tariffs. So they wanted to go in the weekend feeling secure. So a lot of people just dumped their whole bag, which was, I think, stupid. We bought a lot. close to $2 million in the last little bit, just like 3-4 days or something, again, for our investors. And we're doing pretty well. So do what you will do. Do your own research. It's really, really important to do that. And watch my previous videos for crypto security. And again, if you have friends that are interested in joining the Ugly Unicorn Crypto Hedge Fund that are accredited or higher and can deploy 100 grand or more, just refer them over to my direct messages, or if that's you, direct message me. For your home gamers, this is what it's going to cost you. 0. But it's going to cost you some action. This video, again, I don't charge for a course or anything like that, but I ask that you comment, like, share, save. Comment, like, share, save, so we can help more of your friends and family get educated on how money works. They don't teach this stuff in like school typically. And so I feel like it's my job to pay it forward and help you. So comment, like, share. I love you guys.